So a little bit about me. So I grew up in Victoria, sort of in northern suburbs, near Greenvale. Some people might know Broadmeadows. I've always loved school, always really loved school. I've loved learning. That's been a big part of my life. I also sort of played quite high level tennis. So I think that's sort of where maybe a lot of my determination has come from. It's a very individual sport, so you sort of have to have that sort of drive. Throughout school, I definitely enjoyed the science aspect. I think that the science and maths really suited me, and I had a very sort of curious mind and sort of wanted to break down a lot of complex sort of problems, and those sorts of subjects offered me that. And I guess so it was sort of pretty fitting that when I went to university, I studied biomedical science. I think that when you're in that sort of field, you're definitely more so pushed to go into a certain direction. I think you're pushed into either going into sort of researching, so scientific research, or you are pushed into going down the medicine pathway. And I think I definitely got caught up in that for a long time. I think that that's where I was sort of probably always going to head. I think that was because I sort of used to tell myself that that's where I should head, and I obviously had other people in my life thinking that's where I would head as well. So I think it was always going down that pathway, but I think it came to a point where I realized that I did have other interests, and really only throughout the last couple of years I've realized that there is opportunity for me to do something different. And I've also realized that doing science gives you a lot of skills that you can sort of transfer into other industries. So yeah, I did biomedical science, and hopefully we'll see where the sort of next bit goes. I do remember from the experience was that I couldn't believe that something like Future Impact existed. I think it was very much at a time when you start internships and you think you're going to have to send out all of these emails and get rejected multiple times before someone is giving you a go to do some free work, which is funny when you think about it. And when I came across Future Impact, I was really excited because I had never sort of been introduced into the world of investing during schooling. I'd never really been introduced to it, and because of my degree, I had also never been introduced to it. And it sort of really excited me because it was something that I had spoken about to friends and some people in my life, and I did have an interest there to sort of understand more about it, but I didn't think that there was really any opportunity to. So yeah, coming across Future Impact was sort of a really exciting moment for me.